When I was a kid, whenever my mom said she was making okra stew, I honestly felt like I was being punished. I couldn't stand it, and I think a lot of kids feel the same way about okra. But somehow, as I got older, everything changed. Today, bamya is one of my absolute favorite Egyptian foods. So if you think that you don't like okra, I might change your mind after this video. ويا مليون أهلا وسهلا. I start by preparing the meat. I sear the meat till it gets this color, and I use the meat fat to sear it. This step is very important as it builds flavor and creates a rich, delicious broth that makes a big difference in the final dish. Then I add bay leaves, cardamom, chopped onion, and black pepper. I sear everything together to extract the flavors, and then I add the boiling water. Very important to use hot water here in this step. Then I prepare the okra. As you see here, I have two types of okra, this small one and this big one. For this recipe, we'll use the small one. The big one is used in another recipes, for example, weka. I'll do it in another video with you. And here I try to trim the stem and I remove any sharp parts like this, and then it's ready. In a pot I add a drizzle of oil. When it's hot I add chopped onion. I don't want it to be dark, so when it gets this color I clear some space in the middle and I add the garlic. I don't want the garlic to get any color, I just want to smell the garlic, and then I mix everything together. Now I'm ready to add the tomato puree. Here I'm using condensed tomato puree. If you're using tomato juice, leave it till it's condensed with the onion and garlic. I season it with salt and black pepper, and that's it. We don't really need to add a lot of flavors. Then I add the okra. You can use a frozen okra in this stage and you use it right from the freezer. And if you're using fresh one as I do, I add it to the sauce, and then you start to notice slippery substance, and to prevent this substance from coming out, I add a squeeze of a half lemon. And that's it. Then I add the broth. I add the meat broth that I prepared with you at the beginning of the video. And here actually you can just let it cook and serve it with the rice. But I'll finish cooking it in the oven using a clay pot. This clay pot is made from the clay of the river Nile. As Egyptians, we like to use it for cooking. It adds a really special flavor to anything. And here I add the meat. Then I finish the top with some slices of tomatoes and chili. And then I add it in the oven, and voila. This is Togen Bamya. Subscribe to see more Egyptian recipes from my home to you.